Welcome to another edition of the Village People's Weekly Roundup. You've reached Talking with Dr. Terry, 180 Seconds to a Better You. This is message number 69, and it's dedicated to Holly, who has just been gifted another grandchild. I'm Dr. Terry Wurzbacher, here to discuss the responses to last week's calls. Let's start with your comments on last week's Week in Review calls. Rich Ruffalo commented that asking forgiveness and apologies are similar. Both Karen and Aaron feel as if they are part of something bigger, and that's exactly what I want everyone to feel here. You get to know other people when week after week you hear their comments. It's almost as if you've already met them. April, like me, appreciates the book recommendations. Jove noted that as a middle school principal, he identified with the 5 whys and the true apology calls. I can imagine how tough it is for him as a principal. Same with Andrew Murata. Tom Donnelly's quote, "If you want to change your life, change the people you're around or change the people you're around." That sounds funny if you read it and maybe the first time you hear it, but if you listen to it, it's so very true. Moving to the Why Me call, April talked about her experiences sitting with dying people while she was in Haiti and how grateful they all were despite the fact that they were dying. Thanks for this touching story, April. Lise related a story about someone she knows who's making it through tough diagnoses, and yet he's still measuring up. I feel for you, Lise. Erin put the last part of this call in one beautiful sum up. Do you want my advice, or do you just want me to listen? I think we could use that phrase and question so much more in our life. Aaron and Andrew Murata both said that they want to fix things and their wives just want them to listen. Remember that Mars-Venus book about the differences between men and women? This was a key point, gentlemen. Tim also noted that giving usually makes the giver happy. I adapted his discussion to, quote, "Spending time on someone else is more gratifying than spending money on myself." That's extremely wise. People get paranoid about not having enough time, so they essentially hoard their time, and yet they criticize those people who are considered hoarders. The daily inventory call responses were great. Karen said that she has a gratitude journal, and many of the things she's grateful for are things that make her happy, too. The reason I have them separated is that I'm grateful for some very mundane things, but I want my happiness log to be a list of those things that really will lift my spirits when I need it. There was a woman from area code 585 that had a point I want to address. She said maybe I shouldn't use the piggy bank as an example because you have to smash a piggy bank and then everything comes out all at once. Maybe a regular bank would allow you to remove your happiness coins. She's right, but the piggy banks that I get have that plug in the bottom, so I never thought of what I consider to be the old ones that you did have to smash. But again, use whatever works for you. It was a very thoughtful comment, and I appreciate it.